Deep Japan. Today I'm here at Yakushiji Temple. Let's go and see. Cut! Before I show you Yakushiji Temple, I will talk some episodes about this temple. I like the story about the twin pagodas. The East Pagoda is the original building which was built in 730, but the original West Pagoda was lost in 1528 because of the Civil War, and the new West Pagoda was built again in 1981. But this new West Pagoda is 30 centimeters higher than the East one. Why? The legendary master carpenter Nishioka Tsunekazu, who built the new pagoda, said, "In 500 years, woods shrink and the both pagodas will be the same height." In other words, his building will be accomplished 500 years later. What a great carpenter he is. One more episode. When I visited this temple, I listened to a sermon from an old monk of this temple. He talked about a legendary Chinese monk and his philosophy. There is Genjo Sanzo in building in Yakushiji Temple. Genjo Sanzo is a superstar of the monks in 7th century. Every Buddhist knows him. And his theory of Buddhism is called Yuishiki. I will explain about this. If a servant hears this sound, he may think his master is calling him. If a koi is a beautiful carp in a pond. If a koi hears this sound, it may think it is a feeding time. If a wild bird hears this sound, the bird will fly away because the bird thinks it is a sound of a gun. They interpret the sound differently, but it is totally the same sound. In other words, the sound exists in your heart called shiki. And shiki is the only thing that exists in this universe. And anything else doesn't exist, actually. It is called ku. I will talk about ku some other time. By the way, do I exist? Yes, I exist as long as you look at me and listen to me with your shiki. Buddha bless you. Yakushiji Temple was originally built in 680 by Emperor Tenmu, and it is listed as one of the World Heritage. The right pagoda is the original East Pagoda, and the center is Kondo, the main hall. And the new West Pagoda. This East Pagoda was built in 730. This West Pagoda was rebuilt in 1981. The door of the West Pagoda was open. This is a scene Buddha was enlightened. In Kondo, the main hall, you can see three original beautiful Buddhist statues made in the 7th century. The nickname of this pagoda is Frozen Music. Behind the Kondo, there is a largest building called Daikodo. I visited the temple museum. This is called Suien, the smoke of water. It was set here on the top of the pagoda. Now the new Suien is set on the top. Can you see a flying god? This god is playing the flute. The smoke of the water was set to prevent the fire. This is the bottom of the smoke. It says the name of the emperor and the date when the pagoda was made. This building is Jikido. You can see huge modern Buddhist paintings inside. Lotus flowers. This is Toindo, built in 1285. This is the ruins of Jujiro. It literally means cross-shaped building, built more than 1,000 years ago. Nobody knows what this building was for. This is Fudo-do. This space is used for Shugendo. I talked about Shugendo in the episode of Tenkawa Village and Shugendo. This area is called Genjo Sanzo in Garan, dedicated to Genjo Sanzo, the superstar. Actually, this is the tomb of Genjo Sanzo. His real skull is buried here. During the World War II, when Japanese Imperial Army was building a shrine in Nanjing, China, they found a casket of Genjo Sanzo by chance in the ground. China made a tomb in Nanjing, but after the ceremony, they gave some of bones to Japanese temple to preserve the spirit of Genjo Sanzo. And this is the tomb. Octagon shape means all directions. The teaching of Genjo Sanzo will prevail to all over the world. The Chinese means I don't go to East. He traveled from China to India to get the precious sutra, Until then, he decided not to go to East, back to China. This is a picture of Mount Shumisen, imaginary holy mountain. The blue ceiling is painted by lapis lazuli. How did you like Yakushiji Temple? I hope you like it. See you soon. Bye. Cut!